Hey, this is Dave, KB5UTY, and you're watching Ham Radio's Kids Table.
Hi, I'm Mark, N4BCD, and I hope you guys can make it to the Huntsville Ham Fest, always the third weekend in August.
Hi, I'm YouTube's K8MRD, Ham Radio 2. You're watching Ham Radio Kids Table.
That's
So
awesome.
cute.
Where's my video?
Hey, I'm Andrew, K8ARH. I'm the Broke Ham, and you're watching the Ham Radio Kids Table.
I got 5 on that.
Hey, I'm Jason, KM4ACK. Stick around, and we'll get right to
The other Jason.
Smart Jason. I think that's the
That was
fastest.
awesome.
I think that's the fastest Jason's ever spoken. I do too.
That was
I-
awesome.
I might have sped it up. I don't know. Maybe. No, actually, I didn't. You're right. He was doing it. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Ham Radio Kids Table. We are the kids that are at the table, and actually, we've got a new one in here. We saw him last week, and we've been having some technical difficulties. Dane with the portable ham is out on the road today, and he might just have to sit in silence. I don't know. Maybe he's in timeout. What do you think?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh,
we
hey,
can
oh.
hear him.
Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah.
Look
Yes.
at that.
Oh, good.
Clutch.
There we go.
Coming in
Rock
clutch at the
on.
last minute with the wow. Got the audio. Freddie, I was just thinking maybe we could try to figure out how to link him in via All-Star Link, since it's probably the superior audio.
Right.
That would have been perfect. We got to
Yeah,
do that. We got to do
Video on the thing linked in.
stream.
So, Tim, you didn't
sir.
do it right. You didn't do the intro right.
Oh, you did.
You
do
know,
the
I'm
trailer.
sorry. We cannot do it justice without Vince being here. You tried it last time, and Frank,
Hey, it works. It works.
no, you did not allow me to have my stroke, and or whatever twitching event that I normally do. You just jumped right in there like it was like
just
bam,
boom,
hey,
right
I'm
in.
here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
no,
just right
no,
in.
no. Vince. See, Vince, it's like a good wine. Vince allows me to build up and grow, and then he cuts my legs out from underneath me and gets right in
Well,
there and does it.
Here we go. Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome to Ham Radio Kids Table, where this is not your grandpa's ham radio.
It is not your grandpa's ham radio. And speaking of which, we are all off of the Dayton Hamvention, and I don't know how Dane's doing it. He's back on the road. I tell you what, I was dreading having to actually stand up at the desk here to do this hour-long thing tonight. So and then Dane's already back out on the road working. So good
Yeah,
for
I've worked
him.
2 days this week myself. I got 2 more to do.
You're retired, Frederick.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly
Oh, geez.
my point.
Oh golly.
Work is doing
I
ham
wasn't
radio.
there, so I have no excuse.
Yeah, I've been working.
Part-time jobs are ruining ham radio.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There
Full-time
you
jobs
go.
are ruining radio.
I will agree
Man.
with that.
So, real quick, I was hoping Alan can join us. Dane, do you go ahead and jump in here? Let's get some impressions. This is your first time at Dayton Hamvention. It was probably your first large ham fest too. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
What was your thoughts on the event? Your overall impressions?
Long days for one, because of filming and everything like that. But just the amount of people that were there was insane. Like, we went to 4 days in May first, and then we did the Dayton Ham Convention. 4 days in May, it took me 30 minutes to get up to a table to just try to shoot something. I have this like hour-long video that ended up being cut down to like, I think it's like 7 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
how it
was that-
happens.
with
Was that
Dayton,
just trying to get up there to talk to Hans?
Yeah, that was just
Yes.
trying to talk to Hans.
Yeah.
And then Dayton was the same way. Just like, if you didn't get in there early enough to, like, before the masses or the just all the people
You
come
started
in,
to say
I was
the
gonna say
unwashed.
something.
The
I was
unwashed.
gonna.
The
I can do that,
heathens.
so I'm not getting blown out.
You are on the passenger side, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
It
good.
looks like you're on the driver's side.
It does.
Yeah,
It does
you,
look-
you have your camera flipped.
Hey, I am not sophisticated
Oh,
enough
hang
to
on a
know
second.
how
I might-
to flip it.
Maybe
Hold
we can
on.
flip you. Can you flip him, Tim?
No.
Oh well.
You should be
Nah,
able
it's
to.
just.
Like
I think it's
trying.
just the camera.
No, I can't. on
Dane,
this
just
one.
put your hands up like this, and you'll be fine.
Here we go. We're going down the road, guys. Let's go. But it was just insane. Like, I was able to get like 5 or 6 done before like the masses came in, and then
Yes.
it was pretty much darn near impossible to talk to anybody, let alone video, once everybody was in there. Because if I remember, like Friday alone, they had what 40,000 plus people.
Oh Lord, it was amazingly thick this year. Last year was my first year, and there were way more there this year.
So something I don't know this for certain. I kind of feel like the aisles were a little bigger this year. I feel like there was a little bit more room. I wasn't because there were some times in the past where you've been just stopped because
In
there's
the expo buildings.
yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
in between the booths where
I did notice a
there,
little more room.
okay, so I wasn't the only
Yeah.
one. Now I am quite a bit skinnier, so maybe that was the reason. But
I'm
there
a
was
fine figure of a man, and I made it through there without very much effort
compared to last year. But it
Yeah.
did seem like there was a lot more room, but there was still quite a bit of folks in there. Of course, Saturday's always bigger than Friday, but it did
Friday
seem
is
like
still
we were-
pretty busy.
Yes, it was. It really, really was.
Yeah.
The weather played along this year.
I would also like to see, and maybe the people maybe we should get the people from Dara on the Dayton Amateur Radio
Yes,
Association.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm kind of interested to see what the economic effect to Xenia looks like in that, because I don't think there was a hotel room within 30 minutes of that was
Well,
empty.
yeah.
I don't think there was an Airbnb that was empty, and I definitely don't think there was a campsite that was empty.
And Nick's restaurant had a banner weekend. Just
Oh, yes.
banner. And rightly so, because their food's amazing, but everybody was there. We
Well,
had
Everybody
lunch
was
tables.
there.
Tim, if you think about it, last year there was 35,800 some odd people that came for Dayton Hamvention.
Mhm.
So, think about that. Let's just round numbers. $100 for a motel room per night, 5 nights. That's $500 for the motel. Food, what, $50 a night being conservative? That's, I don't, 50, 100, 250.
I'm not gonna lie, the food
for
wasn't as bad as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Frank's
it was-
mathing on stream.
Good.
No,
Right.
which food are we talking about? Because
just blanket food, like blanket budget, in the convention, outside the
Either fast
convention.
food or high end.
you talk, Dane, are you talking about the cost of the food at the fairgrounds, or
No, I'm talking about like where we went out to eat. Like I don't think I paid anything over $25
Yeah.
for myself.
At Nick's, it was pretty decent.
Nick's was? I would say Nick's is average cost. If you go to would you guys consider that a sports bar
Yeah, pretty much.
or
I mean,
a
they had a fine
family?
selection of
Yeah,
adult beverages.
Yeah, the food wasn't bad either.
No, it wasn't bad.
No, it was not bad.
I enjoyed that Philly beef, Philly Swiss.
So the short version, $500 for a motel room if you're lucky. Let's say $500 for food throughout the weekend, and however much for. See, there we go. Prep Ham Paul got it for $175 a night. Still,
Prep Ham Paul's kind of bougie.
Yeah, that's true.
It shouldn't be.
Knows what he likes.
It should be bougie Ham Paul, not Prep Ham Paul.
Yeah, you know. So Greene County in general, 35,000 people last year. They definitely got a good cut of money and tourism last year and now this year.
Yeah.
And I want to say that I believe Amateur Radio Newsline might have the amount of people that were at that Dane Ham Fest, or they'll probably get it from Dane Amateur Radio Association, but I believe that's a week after they'll actually have the numbers, or it could be 2 weeks. I'm not sure. But
It's going to be 2 weeks. They won't have it yet because they just did a news briefing last Friday, so they're not going to have anything till at least Friday, if not a week from Friday. So check back next week.
Yeah. I always thought it was like a week after, but it could be 2 weeks. I don't remember.
Well, I do know Dayton takes a while to bring their numbers, fully tally their numbers up.
Yep. That's true. It could take a little bit, but
Paul, I sent you a link, a DM and Discord if you want to join the stream since you were there.
Tim's dropping into Paul's DMs here.
Yeah, that's right, man. Mm-hmm. So Chris Bricker says the gyro, the gyro, the gyro, however you guys
hero,
hero,
like
gyro.
Yeah, the gyro. He said it was on fire. So I don't know. I ate there one meal Friday. I did the pork chop sandwich that has become an annual pilgrimage for me.
I got my first one this year.
Say that was good.
It was amazing.
That was good. That was Friday. I was able to walk right up. You know what? I take that back. That was Thursday. We did that Thursday.
Yep.
They were cooking, so we were able to get right in and without any problems. Friday and Saturday, I ain't gonna lie, Dane and I were some cheap SOBs. We went over to the Wally World, got a loaf of bread and some peanut butter and jelly, and made some sandwiches.
Did not stand in line for food. That's for sure.
No,
that was awesome though. I haven't had peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Like, I got kids, so like the whole thing with that, I should have the fixins at home, peanut butter and jelly, right? Yeah, dude, never eat it. And then that just kind of hit it out of the park. I'm not gonna lie, that stuff was good.
So as far as Chris's comment go about the heroes, yes, they are on fire because they're always on fire. You cannot find a bad one, period.
Yeah.
And Freddie, you didn't use the vendor line, really? You used the main person line?
Well, I forgot about the vendor line because it was hot and I was looking for some certain things. Got highly distracted. So
okay.
But I did get some of that old-fashioned ice cream. They had banana flavored ice cream. It tasted like homemade. It was amazing.
Always use the vendor line.
Well,
cuts the wait time in half or more.
Yep.
Yeah.
So not every vendor has one, but the pork chop people do have one, and it's on the back side behind the closer to the building. But if you don't have that vendor badge, watch out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That lady will whack you with a towel. Tell you to get out of her line.
Get on my line.
That's right. No pork chop for you.
Personally, I would probably skip the pork chop sandwich. I'm not a big pork chop person, but I'm sure there's probably other foods there I would enjoy.
I'm not a big pork chop person either. That was good. Really good. It wasn't overcooked. It wasn't dry. And the last time I had a pork chop sandwich, it was dried out beyond belief. That was
properly
delicious.
cooked. It was properly cooked on top of that. Yes.
Oh yes, and flavored with the spices and what have you.
Cookie did a good job.
Oh yeah.
And we can do some Twilight stuff because I got my the iPad going along with.
Kind of speaker malfunction.
It over here.
Cool.
So I see Quirky James dropped in the chat. James, yeah, you better bring your dad to Carmichael swap this Sunday.
I tell you what, looking at James is a mini-me of his dad. I will say
Dude, is
that.
he ever?
Oh, I saw the photos. Yeah.
His dad is awesome sauce. I'm gonna tell you that he is
And-
cool.
And hilarious.
I mean,
Absolutely
tell you,
hilarious.
he's like right in the group, man. No big deal. He's all right. I like that cat.
Hey, James, by the way, I sent you a DM too with a link to the stream if you want to join us since you were there.
Tim's turning into the sneaky link now. Forget dropping into DMs. You're turning into sneaky link.
There we go.
Somebody's backing up somewhere.
I'm on back. Mm-hmm. I'm on
Not
back.
me.
Yep. So
no, that's a beeper in the truck that tells that we can pass stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
He doesn't have to stop for the commercial station stop.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
So,
Which means you must be getting close to out west then.
he can neither confirm
Oh,
or
but
deny
no, I'm
that.
down south right now. I'm
So, real
I'm
quick.
actually in the same area as. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm actually in the same area as Mr. Mack.
Oh, okay.
oh, you're in Okie land, huh?
So, Freddie, what you do is you open that
close to
window,
it.
you throw him a pork chop sandwich, and wave to him at the same time.
Oh man. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera mounted properly.
So, are you on
I don't know if that's any
I-40
better.
or 75 highway, I-35?
40.
I-40. See, if you come to the crossroads of I-40 and Highway 75, U.S. Highway 75, you'll be right in Henrietta.
Freddie
there
will
you
come
go.
out and meet you there. He'll have a big sign up.
I'll just hang out the window and wave.
Yeah, there you go. Just shoot your flare gun out, you know.
So Brian's saying fly by the chicken coop, and I'm not sure if that's is that one of them adult places? Kind
No,
like
the
that.
chicken coop's the scale house. It's the scale
Oh, the
house.
scale house.
You're thinking of the chicken
Yeah,
ranch.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know when you drive down to Florida, when you get into like Georgia, maybe Tennessee, all the way down to Gainesville, or maybe it's Ocala. I don't know. There's a Cafe Risque. They're all signs every, I don't know, couple miles. It's worse than the Buc-ee's signs that you see. Hey,
Yeah.
guess he's here.
There he is.
No, there's Paul.
Bougie Paul.
Bougie,
Bougie
no,
Paul.
no.
No. Hold on. We got to update the name properly. It's Bougie Canadian Paul.
Oh, I
'Cause
put it in there.
remember-
I guess it doesn't show.
What?
Well, no, it's because Tim has the comment highlighted.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I do, don't I? Oh,
Yeah.
Let me turn that off. I was talking about Cafe Risque, and then there we go.
No, I put Bougie Ham Paul in there. I thought it would be a title in my picture.
There you go.
There you go.
There he goes.
There we go.
Bougie Ham. So, zip around the horn here real quick. Now, we Ham Nation is on tonight, so we are going to be on a time limit. But Freddie Mac, did you pick up anything cool, fun, indifferent?
Well, I tell you what, I made a first time buy, something I always wanted, and I, got a semi deal, I guess. I bought my first Pactena at
Nice.
vendor night at 4 Days in May. I bought the 20 meter version, and the extensions for 40 meter I did pick up, but I couldn't get them to the next day because they ran out of them or didn't have them yet or something. But I got my first Pactena. It's actually still packed. I don't have it with me to show off to the kids. But there's a reason I bought that. But we can talk about that later. But I got that, and I found me a nice used Motorola CDM 750 in the Boneyard for a real good price. And yeah, it's going to be an all-star.
Of course.
Sweetness. It's a 4-channel. Yeah, CDM 750s are mainly 4 channels, 4 8 channels. Nonetheless, I only use one of them. And gee whiz, I got something else. Oh, I got one of those T1000s, those Seed Studio T1000s there from James. Oh no, David. What's his name? David.
It's okay. I called him Kevin for one ham fest and Steve for another. So this time around, I definitely got him. I got him the right name. So at least I think he said I did. So
I'll tell you what, I had 250. I had 250
about
nodes each day that it detected. That place was crazy with Meshtastic.
I'd like to see the stats from the Meshtastic guys. I don't know if they're able to capture those because MQTT was turned off, so those things were not being. They weren't pushing data up to the interwebs for them to be able to track.
So Brian has a funny comment here, Freddie, and you'll get a good chuckle out of this one. Xenia is where the Motorola's go to reproduce.
For sure.
I swear I haven't been to Xenia in years, since when it was still at the other place. I have never seen so many Motorolas in one place, and I'm like, I want to take them all home. I'll just buy them all. I'll bring them home, and then I'll distribute them across the ham friends that I know, like, and appreciate Motorola. Right.
In my house.
Right. Yeah, I'll have a whole storage locker to just store them in.
They'll go with these back here somewhere.
Freddie, was it you that said that there was somebody out there that had a table full of Motorola radios? But
there was more than one. There was so many Motorolas, and don't get me wrong, there was old and new, but there were a lot of these folks that had those APX and those APX handhelds and some XTL handhelds. Yeah, and then if they didn't have a table full of Motorola, I seen more Kenwoods than I've seen, and I don't know when. Commercial Kenwoods, left and right. Don't get me wrong, I've got my fair share of Kenwood commercial radios, but I was looking for a Yaesu 7800 or a 7900. I wanted one. I have one, and I'd like to add another one. I couldn't find one of those, but I found everything else.
So fun fact for those that don't know, and then we should really get on. I'm going to pull Vince. We're going to get on the topic after this, Tim. The fire truck that was on the display area there, that is run by hams. One of them I know from out here in the Bay. That is run by hams who are exclusive commercial Motorola P25 only.
Oh, really?
And they help provide the P25 the P25 network for Hamvention every year.
Interesting. See, that's something I haven't got into yet, but I want to. But
so that rack mount that was in the fire truck, that's the P25 repeater for Hamvention most years.
Oh, sweet.
Huh.
I didn't go over there.
I was wondering what that fire truck was for.
Oh yeah.
Now you know.
They're there every year. Well,
Yes,
last
I do.
2 years anyway.
They were there for the ladies.
Yeah, well, right. Well, sure, we'll go with that, Tim. So,
Yeah. How about you, Dane? What did you pick up that was cool, fun, and different? Something you may not have ever thought you needed until you saw it.
So it's going to be the stuff that I got from Halibut. So I got 2 of his new kits. Oh, one of them's not new. One of them is new. They're common mode current testers, like test boards. So not like we all remember when he came out with the original one that has all the different connectors for coax on it. Well, now he's making one that has all the different connectors for USB, USB-C, A, and power poles, everything on it, on the board for common mode current. So like I'm gonna see if I can get a couple videos out, hopefully, about with B building those.
Cool.
That'd be cool, and it's a really good idea. When as more and more USB stuff, other things are coming into the shack as those two are getting together. I'm sure it's not uncommon to get RFI and common mode current back on things. Just irregular stuff, your mouse and other serial interfaces, USB interfaces going into your thing. Who was asking? Oh, Ed, what's up, buddy? Flat Ron Wilbanks was at the Halibut table. I didn't see Flat Ron there, but that doesn't mean he wasn't.
Don
Well, Don Ron. I don't have, dude. I got my glasses on my head. Okay,
220, 221, whatever it takes.
Right. You know, the glasses work better down here, Tim.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm in that awkward stage of life where some things are too close and some things are not close enough.
Yeah, like everything. I feel you.
I've worn these since age 6, so
there you go.
The
Paul.
same pair?
Not the same pair, thankfully.
Yeah.
Hi,
Paul, how you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. I'm just trying to figure out why I don't see the live chat on the YouTube for some reason. It's okay. I don't need to respond.
Just tell me what you want to type. I'll put it in for you.
That's right.
All right, you ready? In the CW.
Freddie Mac is the official secretary of the Ham Radio Kids Table.
I'll have it in there in 15 minutes or less.
He's bona fide official. He's probably even got a notary public stamp, so he can.
Somewhere. It's expired, but I still have it.
That's all that matters, as long as you got it right.
Yeah, that's Chris Bricker with Atlas, his dog. That brought a lot of attention. If anyone saw his dog or the videos or pictures or anything.
Not yet.
Everybody came over, young and old. That's a beautiful dog.
Yes.
And what kind of dog was it?
A Samoyed.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I seen him walking around. I sure did. I didn't realize that was him.
And big and fluffy. It was a very big and fluffy white dog.
Yeah. Good boy.
That was Chris, right?
Yeah.
Chris Bricker, yeah.
Chris
Tech
Bricker.
Knowledge YouTube. You want to see what I got, Jim?
I would like to see.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let me embiggen you here.
All right. I got what Freddie got, but I actually have it here to show the people. The 20-meter dipole. Well, did you get end fed? This is the dipole.
I got the end fed.
Okay. I have lots of end fed. So I got the dipole, lightweight, 20-meter. Then you can add the 40 elements on it, but I'm going to probably just make it 40 and use it for NVIS because I've been using end feds. And you look at the pattern of an end fed, and it's not quite a perfect bubble. It's a little askew. So I'm going to switch to that. And then I always forget the name of this thing. This Seed Studio Sense Cap Indicator.
That's
nice.
Yeah.
So because I want this on my desk and I can watch it. I don't want to connect my phone. I don't want to do all that. So
sure.
Yeah.
This will be my little home unit. And then you ask somebody, did you get something that you never thought you would need? And this is what I got. I could answer that too. Is orange coax tape. I didn't need orange coax tape, but it was orange, so I bought it.
Why not?
It's
self-amalgamating tape.
Yeah, this is the good stuff. They had like 30 different colors at Quicksilver, and it's not sticky like tape, but once it sticks together, then it amalgamates.
Yeah.
And
the big words. That's a good word.
That's a real big word. And then I bought this Baofeng because I wanted a tri-bander because I didn't have a 220 to talk to everyone, and TO temporarily offline. Steve was there at Radioddity. I bought that $15 Baofeng just for
Oh, that's a good price.
it's a tri-bander. So the heck.
Technically, all Baofeng radios are quad banded.
Really? Well, it worked, and then
country you're in.
Oh, and I got the signal stick. I don't know where it is, but I've been wanting to get signal stick for a while, so I got 2 of those.
I got another
And
one.
a couple of the bayonet things, Yaesu and then Baofeng dials, so that I can just swap the antennas. But yeah, it was fun, man. I had a blast meeting everybody. Now I'm seeing videos pop up of people that, how did I miss that person?
I did the same thing today.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm like, where was that person? And so I'm like, I don't even remember seeing them. And these are recognizable people, right?
Right.
Like HOA Ham or KB9.
KB9 VBR.
VBR.
Yeah.
I watched
I'm
like,
it's totally missed him.
yeah, you don't not recognize him. So it's just weird that I didn't see some of these guys. But I had a
did put
blast.
myself in the background of others' videos, but
Oh, really?
it just kind of as I went by.
Well, it's good to see Freddie and Mike and Jason and Frank, and I met Josh for the first time. I met a lot of guys for the first time, so it was fun.
Freddie, that's okay. You have a doppelganger, apparently. You know that, right?
According to Chuck, I do.
Yeah. No,
Apparently.
I was watching. Yeah, it sure as heck looked like you until
Oh, is there a video somewhere we can check that out?
Coffee and Ham Radio Saturday morning live stream when Chuck was at the Flex booth.
Okay.
Yeah, he thought I was at a Flex booth buying a Flex.
Yeah, not just any Flex, the new Flex.
Exactly.
Because obviously.
Well, that's okay. Chris Bricker snuck up behind Jim when they were doing the four different videos. Everyone walking around.
Yeah.
And Big Jim thought Chris Bricker was
K5YVY.
Yeah, he says he's just pointing, right? He's not looking at him. He's seeing him in his camera and he's pointing like this. He's like, "Look at this hillbilly here. I'm surprised he doesn't have his camera up there." And I'm like, "Dude, that's Chris Bricker." He's like, "Oh,
Paul, same live stream. That's when Chuck thought he saw Freddie at Flex.
Okay,
Man, I'll tell you what.
It was fun, man.
There's about a 1.5 foot height difference between Chris Bricker and Joe.
Is Joe shorter? Yeah.
Did you not see him at the
I did not see Joe. He's another one I didn't see.
How did you miss Joe?
Well, Tim, I didn't even know you were there till almost the end.
That is true. I felt bad. I saw your Avis video.
Oh yeah.
And I on the night after, it wasn't the same night. I thought you were stranded down there, and I was reaching out to you. I was gonna come down and get you, and then.
Well, now I know the Brocam Andrew, who helped me with the live stream, and he's like a freaking foot taller than me too. I didn't know. He's like close to Digital Rancher height.
That's what I'm saying.
He's in Cincinnati, so now in the future, if I ever, I can DM him and maybe get a ride or get some help next time instead of a $210 Uber.
Still shorter than Good Game.
But it was all worth it. Good experience. Looking forward to Huntsville.
Huntsville's usually a good time.
Dude, I met so many people there that I have no idea. Like, I'm gonna forget more names than I'm. It's gonna be bad. Like, I remember meeting you at Huntsville, or not at Huntsville, but at Dayton. Look, I'm already messing it up.
That happens. Get used to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Dane, the next time somebody asks you who's driving, just go, "Oh, AI is. I'm fine."
That's what I'm saying.
That's right. Elon Musk is driving me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want people to feel concerned.
Well, I like your orange seatbelt. It goes with my orange self-amalgamating tape.
I had an option.
All the new rigs have that. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I had an option to get orange seatbelts. They're actually I don't have the whatever that silly Bronco is. What is the souped up Bronco? I don't remember. I've lost it right now. But they have orange seatbelts on them. The Raptor, yes.
All the orange seatbelt does is give the police an easier vision to see if you got your belt on or not, and then they can pull you over.
There you go.
Be writing in seatbelt tickets now.
Freddie Mac can confirm.
They come with the least amount of guilt because it's the cheapest ticket out there. So you don't mind writing.
And it's for your safety.
In Oklahoma, that was like a $25 ticket.
Moving violations anymore.
Exactly.
Oh, just 25, Freddie? Boy.
That's the cheapest one, dude. We used to have one on the books.
25?
That was, if you didn't have an inspection sticker, it was $12.
There's somebody I met.
Did away with them.
Hey, Alan.
See, there we go.
Hey, everybody.
What up, Alan?
What's up, Alan?
Can you hear me?
We can see your mouth moving.
Nope, he's frozen.
Hello?
There he is.
No audio?
We can hear you.
Speak, Alan.
Yep.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Hello. There we are. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Alan.
I like how everybody's
there we go.
setups are way more fancy than mine.
Well, we're not in a moving truck, so.
Well, you got to turn off that background video that's just replaying. It looks like you're in a truck.
You're in an endless loop of moving trees.
Funny, Tim.
Yeah, I was standing next to Alan when he was eating, so I'm just seeing the side of him, and not realizing it was Alan. And I'm talking. I forget who was on the other side. Well, Tim was there. There's two other people. Oh, Chris Bricker. And I'm just talking away, and then he starts to talk, but his face is kind of turned away, and I immediately recognized his voice. So when he turned back, I'm like, "Dude, Punk Rock Radio,
what up?" Yeah. That was awesome, man. I wasn't expecting people to recognize me. I had like 4 or 5 people come up to me like, "Oh, are you Punk Rock Ham Radio?" Like, yeah, that's me, dude. Hey, thanks so much for watching. That's I had a ton of fun at Ham Convention. Tell you what.
So you weren't on earlier, Alan. What was your since this was your first year? What was your first impressions of something that big?
It was like the Disneyland of ham radio, and I want to get on all of the rides, and I don't want to wait in line and get out of my way. Look, there's a KX2. Oh, I've always wanted to see one of those. And seeing all of the radios that I've seen on YouTube and stuff, and just getting to be getting actually to hold the stuff in my hand and getting to talk to all of the vendors and stuff was a ton of fun. It was a little overwhelming at first.
Oh, yes.
But on Saturday, I had a great day. I covered the entire ground like twice because I wanted to film, but I also wanted that first experience just to be me, just kind of wandering around. And then I went and just zipped through it all again with my camera, and I'll have another video coming out of my first experience at Hamvention. It reminded me a lot of the NAMM show in Anaheim, the National Association of Music Merchants, just a big convention with all of the pro audio and musical instrument dealers. It was like exactly the same thing.
Cool. Did you find anything there that you didn't know you needed until you saw it?
Not really. I was going in there with this dangerous mindset of like, I'm gonna buy that Yaesu mobile radio that I've always been wanting, and should I bring some cash? Do they take PayPal? Like, but then I got there, and then I was like, no, let's think about this a little bit first before I just impulsively like spend a bunch of money. I ended up just buying some small stuff. I got a little POTA mouse pad with the band plan on it, and I got a Lido phone mount. Like, that's not really ham radio related, but that's
they
a
make
quality
some really good
phone
mounts.
mount. Because my old phone mount broke, and I navigated the whole way there with my phone like in the center console, driving, going like this. And I was like, okay, on the way back, I've never been out here. Let's get a phone mount in a safer spot where I could, navigate and still see the actual road. So I spent. Actually, I'm proud to say I only spent like $40 the whole time I was there. I was going in thinking, dude, I was thinking I was gonna spend about $500 or $600 on a Yaesu radio, but I decided against that. I still have questions and decisions to make about which flavor, which generation of the Yaesu APRS mobile radios that I really want, because at the end of the day, I would be happy with any of those. They would meet my needs just fine. Maybe I don't need like the newest
FTM 300, Alan.
300's nice.
Look at that one. Does APRS really well, and it's priced just right.
So, Alan, QRP Life says NAMM does fit the same vibe, and say hit me out of the kitty in the background.
What?
Yeah. You don't see the cat right behind Alan's head?
Oh, no, there's two.
Oh, yeah, that is my cat.
One by his side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy! Now he's gonna be competing with.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's one there. That's Neo, and that is Trinity. They're the Matrix cats.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yes. There you go.
So, Mike in his videos has Satan, who will usually do cat things in the background. Now you got two. Double the cat.
Yeah, I got two. I'm just hoping that Trinity over there doesn't start chewing on some wires and stuff. That's an antenna right there, and she's really interested in what's in that box. And there's a bunch of wires.
Oh,
in
of
there.
course.
And what's
completely
the
off
other cat doing?
topic. Oh,
No, that cat's doing something else over there. What's the other cat doing? Oh, is he pooping?
No.
He ain't pooping. He's just sniffing around on stuff. 'Cause they're usually not allowed in here when I'm not here because there's just too much stuff that they want to chew on. There's gear and wires and batteries and stuff everywhere. So they always got to. So when I'm inside of here, they want to just come hang out, and they got to sniff around at everything.
What they do.
Because they're cats doing
So-
cat stuff.
And Alan, FTM 400.
FTM 400. That was
Yeah,
what
and
was
I've seen a
about
couple
to
of them there.
say. I know Tim
Yep,
has one.
400 Mafia,
and
man.
Yeah, word on the YouTubes is that's the one that like everybody has beloved for over the years. Tim had one in his Bronco. I was looking at that. I'm like, dude, like that would be fine. Like I don't need to have the newest thing. And then there's the FTM 500 versus the 510. And then I heard about there's some issues with the 500. Carlos I was thinking about maybe picking one up off of him, but I'm just like, no. I don't really know. So I kind of walked away from Hamvention with more questions than I did answers or impulsive purchases about which Yaesu radio that I want to go with. But I just gotta get it over with, install it. I'll probably use it every day. I'll play APRS when I'm on a road trip. I don't know that I would actually use it for anything out here in Indiana, but it's fun to play with, and it came in handy when I was growing up in ham radio. It was the first thing that I learned how to do that wasn't just repeaters and simplex and stuff. And when I first figured it out,
let's table the apers for a minute, because we do have an actual topic tonight,
and Jody has the best comment for it.
I was going to throw that up there. Has HRO issued any public statements, or are they committing the cardinal sin of getting ahead of controversy? So I'm going to throw this out. I think, and this is just me, and we're all friends sitting around a table, so we can have a conversation about this. I personally don't think that ham radio outlet did anything wrong. What I will say is that they probably could have done a little bit better job of handling, the conversation and saying, hey guys, those of you who've ordered them, that's great. Your stuff set aside. We ordered 20 or 30 or 50 or 100 more radios than what people, put in for, so we could have them here. So you'll get it.
And here means at Dayton Hamfest.
Exactly. It's the world's largest Hamfest. It's the world's largest Hamfest, and who didn't think that they were going to not be available at the Hamfest? I mean, this is the Consumer Electronics Show of amateur radio, and short of the Tokyo Ham Fair, which Paul has been a participant at, this is where all the new stuff comes out. It is. So, questions, comments around the table, thoughts? People in the chat also.
Tell you what,
stuff
just as a person who pre-ordered, and right before I left for Hamvention, got the phone call, said, hey, you're pre-ordered and they're coming in. You want to pay for yours now? So I went ahead and did it and went off to Hamvention. I'm like, boy, I was hoping to get that before I got there. And then I get there and
there they are.
And I'm like, WTF. Why didn't they just say, hey, you come into Hamvention, we'll bring yours there? But I'm not mad at them, don't get me wrong, but I'm a little surprised it worked out that way. Can't gripe because.
So did yours come and get shipped to your house?
Yesterday. It arrived yesterday. I got home Sunday.
Here's my email or my order. Hopefully it'll ship tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be shipped in waves to handle all of the people that pre-ordered them. I did not read through the I guess that was a Reddit article that had everyone complaining.
Oh, the one I did a video on? Yeah. There's Reddit.
I didn't read through that. I watched your video and I'm like, it's kind of like the typical, we want the brand new shiny thing right now, and you had them at the Hamfest and we're not there and we're all mad and angry about it.
Well, I will say this. I'm gonna ask Dane to comment here in just a second, but we got to see one Thursday night. Get our hands on it, hear it, play with it to a certain degree. We had to slap Mike and Jason away. It was like a coveted football. I think after seeing the radio, and this is something I want to caution people on about the latest and newest and shiniest thing in amateur radio. I think, Dane, after you got a chance to see it, you're kind of like, I'm not sure if this is the radio that I thought it was going to be. And you went from
That's
there.
exactly
Yeah.
what happened.
So take it from there.
So like I got my phone call last week, or sorry, the week prior to Hamvention, and I paid in full for the Optima version, and I was waiting to get in there because like originally when I went through the Yaesu booth, they didn't have them up yet, and once Jason got his hands on one and had it at the campsite, and we were all passing it around and all that stuff, that thing is beefy. That thing weighs a lot more than I expected it to be.
And it's
because, like,
almost
I
as
normally-
wide as the 710.
Yeah, it's big. I don't know, it's big.
Yeah, it's just
So,
a little
like,
bit
that-
less
that's-
than the 710.
Yeah. So like that's the reason why I kind of like I actually ended up calling HRO and canceling my order, because that's not what I was hoping it was going to be, and it's also way heavier. Like I normally run a KX2, and if anybody's ever here has handled a KX2, those things are wicked light, and internal battery, has an internal tuner. No, it doesn't have a super fancy screen, but that doesn't matter to me. Like having a super like crazy waterfall going on or anything like that, that's not a big deal to me. So having the old school monochrome orange and black screen, I'm okay with. I'm just gonna stick with my KX2. That's not saying that I might not end up with one, but at this time, it's just not exactly what I thought it was going to be. So I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So, Dane, I'll give you this. The FTX-1F, and that's the I hear everybody saying it all wrong, and just nails on chalkboard for me. It is the FTX-1 and then F for field, O for Optima, FTX-1 series. It is just the field version is as big as the IC705 as we saw last night on Clubhouse when Mike came on and showed it. I would go only because the IC705 has GPS and Wi-Fi built in. I would go with the 705 before I get the FTX-1.
Yeah, I can't say that I don't disagree with you.
It's the same price, so why not?
I happen to agree with that too. I think I would probably get a 705 before the FTX-1X or FTX-1 or whatever version. When they first announced it back in end of summer, early fall, they did mention that it had the optional battery pack, tuner, and cooling fan. At that time, I did not know that some of those you'd be able to mount them on top of each other, which we recently saw this weekend through some of the videos and people that were at the at Hamvention. They kind of made me consider a little bit more, but I'm still curious about the prices of the optional pieces. And they did mention that there are, I think, multiple tuners.
Yeah, there's
the
two
radio.
different ones.
So I'm just curious about, like, if I got the Optima, or if a person got the Optima, which would be I guess the most cost-effective version to get if you plan on getting the F, and then debating about getting the 100-watt amp, the SPA1, I think it was.
Yeah.
Because I think that's would put the price of it higher than the Optima combined. I'm just curious about the optional pieces, the prices of those. I haven't heard anything.
I ordered some today, but they're not in stock yet. I got the guard, for the.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was
that
about.
was pretty nice.
It's 30 some odd bucks, closer to 40 some bucks. And I ordered the fan that clips onto the back.
Yeah, I think I saw it for 38 at Gigaparts.
Yeah, I should have got it at Gigaparts, I guess, because it was closer to. It was
Engineering says the cage will ship in August to me.
Oh, great. Well, at least we paid for it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
but I ordered
those
that
don't
and a
seem,
little fan. It was about 40 bucks.
Those don't seem too bad. I haven't looked on the websites just because I'm not too interested in buying them. So eventually I'll probably wander over to someone's website and take a gander at the prices of those pieces. But it was kind of out of my price range, and I did not get a reservation. Did not purchase a reservation from anyone. I just didn't want to say I would buy something sight unseen without knowing more details about it. Some people could do it. Some people can't. I can't do that. Would I get one in the future? Maybe. But if I wanted a QRP radio, I would probably get a 705, I think.
Same here. I
And
like
honestly,
my
the big
705.
kicker for me was it not having GPS in it.
Yeah, they had a little dongle.
The
So I don't know
dongle's
how much
another
that is.
$75 too. 75,
So-
79.
The GPS really is only needed for your digital modes if you're going to
Yeah.
pass that information.
Yeah,
If
APRS.
you're going to pass, well,
or it could
the-
be used for something like
EPRS.
it could be used for something like repeater book, where say like Dane, he's cross country all the time. He can
Yeah.
download stuff on the go, and that requires the GPS. So it's not just the digital. And Tim, check the private chat.
I saw it.
Okay.
I see the private chat.
Okay.
I see it.
Okay.
So, yeah, and Wi-Fi. Well, Chris is asking, why do you need Wi-Fi on a radio? Is it really that important?
Same
reason. It depends. Like here in my shack, the Flex Radio, that's how I run it. But for a unit like that that's got a front faceplate, I don't know. Maybe to update the firmware.
Or download repeat, because the Wi-Fi and the GPS work together to download information from repeater book. GPS
Right, but this
gets your
isn't-
coordinate, and
This isn't a mobile radio, though.
By their own admission.
Yep, it's not.
Okay, yes,
I
know
roll-
what John said.
I have a roll of duct tape that says otherwise.
I know what John said, but you could easily make it a mobile radio, even if it's control head on radio. Like you could easily do it, and
Yeah,
I'm
you could
sure
do it.
within the next
I'm going to
3
disagree
months.
with you on that, Frank.
You got to
Because
connect
of the
those
way
5
that
cables.
the way that it connects, it's kind of odd.
Well, there's 5 cables, then you got the
And I don't
compact
know
connector.
what you're going to lose.
Yeah. You have to get
Exactly.
5 extension cables.
Well, no, what I'm saying is the control head on the radio, say in the truck, it's not ideal, it's not remote mounting, but you could take it mobile. And I guarantee within about 6 months, there's going to be someone that has cables for sale that, of course, are not Yaesu proof, but they'll have someone having cables for sale that you can get things connected remotely.
They'll find a way. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but
And
you know
Dave-
what's going to end up
Dave,
happening
yes,
is
it
that
is.
they're going to
Yeah.
end up making that's going to void your warranty. And who's going to want to void their warranty on if you got the Optima version, a $1,900 radio?
Dane, anyone that does the Mars mod themselves technically voids their warranty anyway. So,
I'm not
most
running
hams
a
do
3-year
that.
warranty. Yaesu
That's what-
has wonderful
So-
warranties.
That's
Oh,
what
I know.
ARRL insurance is for.
Ham,
This is true.
Ham-
You do that.
Hamstick Eric has it right. He says any radio is a mobile radio if you're motivated enough.
That's for sure.
Yep.
Well,
That's
hey,
true.
let's we need to start winding it down. We've got Ham Nation coming up here in a little bit. Frank, what you got going on this week in your channel?
Well, I have tomorrow night NorCal SwapNet. I may be running the net yet again for a 3rd week in a row. Don't ask me where Armand is. He is okay, though, from last I heard. If you were there the first week, you get it. I know Jody's in the chat. Friday, I have CQ Chit Chat. We are going to be talking about tuners. Ziggy's going to be on for that one. And then we'll see what happens from there. But, and I just dropped a video on Monday roasting the Reddit thread on this.
There
That
you
ought
go.
to attract some
Jeff,
attention.
how about you? What do you got going on this week?
Let's see. Yesterday I dropped a video, my Star Wars Day POTA activation.
Which was amazing, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That intro, it's like I had to do it. It came to me, and I was like, I have to figure out how to do that. And I figured it out. I did have some help, but I knew what to do at least. And it took a little bit to do, but I got it accomplished. It wasn't completely perfect the way I wanted to do it, but I just could not have that music continue throughout the majority of the talking when I was the intro and the outro. But yeah, if you're a Star Wars fan, there's lots of cool things in there. I put in there little Easter eggs, stuff like that. But I'm going to try something different this week. We'll see. I haven't been out recently. I was busy this past weekend. While you guys were busy in Ohio, I was busy with my own stuff. So had a bunch of things to do around the house, outside the house, and definitely inside. I did a lot of cleaning too.
Roger.
That's about it.
Sorry, sorry, got to move on. Alan, what you got going on?
Well, thanks everybody for watching the video of my road trip to Hamvention. The next video coming out is going to be my little tour of Hamvention, and then we'll get back to the POTA paper chasing videos. I got a couple of awards that I earned and videoed that, and other than that, I got a few more big trips planned, bagging all of the parks, and wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got the time off of work to just go out there and do what I do.
Awesome. Paul, what you got going? Bougie Paul. First
Bougie
it was
Paul
Bougie
here
RV.
in the house.
First it was Bougie RV, then now there's Bougie Paul.
Bougie Canadian Paul.
Oh, whatever.
I didn't do a lot of interviews. I got one more interview to post with Moonier, the guy with Free DV, which I'm starting to use a lot for MCOM. And I'll be doing tomorrow or the next day, finally, a Alpha Hex 10 review and test. Pretty cool antenna. And then every Sunday night, 8:30 Central, after Jason's stream, is the live stream.
Awesome. Cool. Dane, what you got going on?
Well, I'm gonna finish up getting out the Hamvention videos. I only got a couple more left. I got one scheduled for tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, and that's the one that I did with about Walt's thing that he did, which that book, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look through that. Yeah, that thing's awesome.
Yep. Yes, it is.
And then that a lot more trucking and trying to get a park. I'll see if I can get a park activated sometime this weekend. Do a live stream doing that.
Awesome. Freddie Mac, how about you?
Hey, I've got a video dropping Thursday evening on Almon 3. A lot of folks have been asking ever since the inception of ASL 3, can we make favorites in Almon 3? Can we do some control of the node in Almon 3? And I didn't think it was there, but with the help of Jason at All Starlink in November 8 Echo, India, he helped me out with that. So that video is going to help you all out a lot. So be sure and check it out Thursday night in the playlists.
Tim, what's up with you?
I also believe Mike into MAK has a video. Does he have
He
one?
does,
Also?
as well as the Grouch.
The Grouch. So make sure you check the socials to find out when that playlist is coming out and support those guys. Well, you know, I don't have a whole lot going on this week. I've taken a promotion at work, which has got me tied up a little bit more during the day. I don't know why, but so I've kind of been busy with that, but still trying to get out and do as much as I can and having some fun. I see Frank is keying up on the mine behind me.
Mine beacons every 10 minutes on the 8s.
Got it. Okay.
That Freddie and I have been going back and forth every time my radio IDs he keys up.
Yep. So something I did want to talk about. I'm still I got an opportunity to sit down with Walt, and we are looking at doing a promotion over this summer around Salty Walt's antenna book. So make sure you stick with that and check back here. We'll get that out. It's going to be a fun promotion, especially if you guys like antenna building. We got a few things that we still need to get ironed out, and we will be doing that this summer. But with that, it is time for us to go. Don't forget that Ham Nation is up next. Go check them out and let them know that the Ham Radio Kids Table sent you.
And I've been dropping links.
All right. And Frank has been dropping links. And until we get a chance to see each other again, 73, guys.
73.
Later.
73.
Later.
Very FaceTime.
Oh, yeah.